What in the world does a Newton's cradle have to do with learning chords and inversions? Well, everything if you want to make music easy. We're going to start in the key of C to make things easy to see, but I'm going to show you how to do this in any key. So you're going to start with a 1 chord in root position. In this case, we got a C major chord. I'm going to take the top voice and raise it, and it's going to return. It's going to kick out the bottom voice, just like the Newton's cradle, and then that one's going to return. If I cradle 2, I'm going to anchor the bottom voice. Top 2 are going to raise, return, anchor the top voice, kicks out the bottom 2, and then you return. And then if I cradle 3, I'm moving all 3 voices. It's just going to be like a swing. You go everything up, return, everything down, and then return. Now what's amazing about this is you just hit all of your diatonic chords without moving very far at all. In fact, you only moved 1 note in either direction. So in less than an octave, you've hit all 7 of your diatonic chords. When you move up, you're on an A minor, return, kick it out, you're on an E minor. So that's your 6 chord and your 3 chord. When you cradle 2, you're going to your primary stations. This is your 4 chord, return. This is your 5 chord, return back to 1. When you're doing the swing, you're doing adjacent numbers. Here's my 1 chord, moving up to my 2 chord, that's D minor, back to C, and moving down 1, that's my 7 chord. B diminished. We don't really use that one that often in pop, but we're coming back and we want to make sure that we do know it. Now, the next thing we're going to do is how do we make this work in any other key? Well, the beautiful thing is all you really need to know is the landscape. You have to have a clear visual of the landscape. So let's move it up a half step to the key of D flat. Now, I don't need to think about the chords or where I'm going. I just need to think about the motion. If I cradle 1, I'm going to move the top voice up to the next note on the landscape. Return, kick out the bottom 1, and that's going to be here. That's going to be my 3 chord. It's the same pattern. 1 chord, 6, 1 chord, 3. If I cradle 2, I'm going to my 4 chord. If I come down, I'm going to my 5 chord. And if I move them all, I'm going up to my 2 chord, back to 1, and then down to 7, and then back to 1. Isn't that amazing? I'm going to recommend that you do this in multiple keys to really test which ones you know really well. If you know the landscape well, it shouldn't be hard to make these cradle movements. Now let's go to the key of F. We're going to cradle 1, let's cradle 2 to get to our primary chords, and let's cradle 3, we're just in the swing, and that's it, that's how it works.
You learn something new.